I have done many a bad thing. I've coerced witnesses, got clients to lie on the stand, bullied students to tears, manipulated jurors like you. But those are not the crimes I'm being tried for. It's murder.
Guys, I saw this series, I saw Viola Davis in her elements. That lady can act, but I could not sleep. After the end of the series, I struggled to sleep because I bonded so much with the story. I found the family in the character, the complexity, the twists, the turns, and the suspense, everything. The craziness of the whole series broke my heart in a different way. That after seeing the series, the end, going to the last episode, I couldn't process what I was feeling for a very, very long time. And it shook me. Guys, I've seen a whole lot of series. I've seen, the original Suits, Vampire's Diaries. Those are the kind of series I've connected with for a very long time. But How to Get Away with Murder tops my list. In fact, it gives all the series I have seen a large mile. To be honest, because Viola Davis is such an amazing actress. Christ, she carried that role, and thankfully, thanks to her supporting actors, they did such a good job. Because guys, I don't know why it took me that long to experience that series, to take in everything. The series is just powerful. The story will shake you. See guys, if you watch this series, the funniest thing is the pilot episode aired around 2014, 2015. But it took me so long. I don't know what I was waiting for. Sometimes I get very lazy with watching series. But I don't know what I was thinking that made me procrastinate and miss out on something like this. Until I saw it weeks ago, and my life has not been the same ever since. I would like to start with Annalise Keating. Annalise Keating is the character that Viola Davis plays, but I want to leave her for the last so that I can share some very interesting thing I found about the series. The first thing is the story itself. Guys, the story, of course, I don't want to create any spoilers because I don't want you guys to miss out on this gem. So I want you guys to go and see it. But the story is really about a powerful lawyer who is perfect. She's a killer when it comes to the courtroom. She's awesome. Until people start dying around her and everything starts changing. She has some powerful students. She also teaches basically. So she has some powerful students that she teaches. And some way, somehow, some of these students start getting interwoven in the murder. And some of them happen to be murderers. So how does she get them away from murder? That is basically what the series is about. But it is not just that. It is also about the complexity of being that woman, this powerful lawyer. She's not just a woman, she's a black woman. She's a strong, but she's also traumatized in a different way. Her students are also walking pieces of trauma. I have not seen a series that got me on my feet from the first episode down to the last, and guys, it's 5 seasons, but Jesus Christ, it is awesome. Firstly, I think Viola Davis, thankfully she won an award. I think she won an Academy Award for it. She deserves everything she's getting, because it's like she poured. When I saw the last episode, I was creating scenes like, Jesus, this woman deserves some happiness, because I have not seen a character that has been through so much. People are taking from me and taking from me in all areas, and there are so many twists. Sometimes trauma can really show a different side of us, guys. And they say broken people break people. Do you get me? When we don't heal, we bleed on other people, and we cause them. Then the cycle of chaos and trauma continues. Jesus. I appreciate, the characters are so real. Let me tell you guys something, guys. The characters are so real to the point where you may have to start feeling like the characters as well. You may want to be in their world. You may start imagining things. Asha, if you guys tend to see it, Asha seems to be like one of my favorite guys. He's just cheesy and everything. And every of the characters have something they are bringing. But, this would not be possible if the actors are not amazing, or were not amazing, basically. Because, it's gone. But They had real issues. They were really sick people. They were twisted. You see, some legal drama tend to present the characters as perfect and powerful, and not so much. But Jesus, I have not seen a series that threw so much challenges at its character, at its main character, that is Annalise Keating. Broke the character into a million pieces and allowed her remold herself again. Jesus. So guys, I think the series also shows you what sickness can cause people. And when I mean sickness, I'm not just saying medical sickness. I'm saying mental. The trauma coming from broken backgrounds, coming from shattered pasts. Jeez. It's like all the characters are drawing from Annalise Keating's energy and trying to pull her down. And I don't know what it is about her energy that makes them all want to kill people around her, and she has to save them. And she keeps giving and giving and giving. I have not seen a character that has been so broken down, so troubled, beaten, battered in different ways, that she still gets to stand up and pick herself. Perhaps the reason why How to Get Away with Murder as a series is so successful is because of probably because of the brokenness of the character. How broken and how damaged the character is, how sick the character is. When I mean sick, I mean traumatized. Because the lady is not really sick in terms of, I don't think she's mentally sick, but I mean, she's been troubled so much. I think maybe that's why we all relate with her or to her character. Because while humans might try to paint a perfect exterior, at the end of the day, we are all broken individuals, maybe even sick individuals, maybe traumatized individuals who are just trying to manage through life. Maybe that is just what makes Annalise Keating separate. And again, which other race has been giving and giving and giving if it's not the black race? So I think it's even beautiful how Annalise Keating, Viola Davis personifies the character, takes it, nails the character, delivers such an impressive performance, guys. And I probably also want to talk about the friendship and the family in midst of all the chaos happening. I love the fact that, of course, the movie is not just all chaos. It also shows the human side of things, that we always find a way to create tranquility and serenity in midst of all the troubles, in midst of all the hustle, in midst of all these tragedies. We find a way to be friends. Sometimes that friendship is also tested. Sometimes people will betray us. We'll still become friends again. We'll give people chances. You will see that in this series. Friends trying to get it together. Suspecting themselves. Anxiety. The trauma. In fact, some people are trauma bonded as well. There are a whole lot of people who think they are really friends, but they are just together because of something. And at the end of the series, you see why they are together. They are all together because of one thing: murder. So, most of us think we're actually friends or that we are in love with certain people. But when we heal, a part of us might just want something better. That is how crazy and how sickening the writing is. And I think I also want to say trauma. Of course, I said trauma is a cancer. It always finds companionship in unhealed scenarios. And you will definitely see it in this series, guys. Trust me. And another thing again is how society can break people. When I mean society, I'm not just saying society is just this big institution of human beings. No. When I'm saying society, I'm talking about the father, the mother, and the children, the siblings, the cousins, the relatives. These people can either make you or mar you. Your friends, they are the society I'm talking about. It's you see how much the characters have endured in terms of abuse, assault, abandonment, all sort of heinous crimes against humanity. Most of these characters have suffered them. Then you now wonder, then there's no need to wonder why some of them have to do what they have to do. It's crazy. It's really crazy. And why sometimes even people who are criminals at some point in time need protection. I think it raises that moral question. should criminals be given second chance? I mean, that's the reason why they are the penitentiary and the, rehabilitation centers. There's a reason why there's a prison. That's why a prison that just punishes its criminals only to release them back in society, that kind of penance would not work. But a prison that is a correctional facility, remolding people and bringing them. Again, the thing is, does society really forgive? I mean, when somebody is a felon or is convicted or whatever, they are barely reintegrated back into society. And if you watch the series very well, you will also see how that unfolds. Giving people second chances. We judge people differently. We judge people differently for sinning differently. You will see that a lot. Some people are guilty of murder, but they are guilty. They are angry because somebody in the circle is not. Oh my God, it's crazy. So we can learn a whole lot from this. And guys, kudos to the whole thing. I know this kind of project would not have even materialized if not for the brilliant production, the brilliant directing and writing. Peter, is it Patrick or Peter Nowak, the whole creator behind the universe. It is amazing, and shout out to Shonda Rhimes. I think if you really take your time and watch the series, you get to bond with the character a whole lot. And Annalise Keating, shout out to Viola Davis. I don't think anyone would have brought in that side of the character the way Viola Davis brought it. Because you see, to be honest, there is something called white privilege. And white privilege prevents white actors from understanding the essence of hardship. Imagine a white character telling you now that, I had a hard time finding jobs. I'm talking about a white character who is well educated, who is hardworking. But the thing is, black people, even Africans as well, all black people in all parts of the world can understand the fact that you can be very qualified, do everything the right way, and still be deprived opportunities. That is what I am saying. So Annalise Keating, played by Viola Davis, interprets that character the best way. The judgment black women face. When you hear statements saying things like black women and Asian men are the least most desirable people in the world, a lot of those statements made their way into the series. And how this movie is supposed to break the stereotypes. And I love the fact that a whole lot of things about the movie in the series is so inclusive. You will find your own person, actually, if you watch the series. You'll find somebody you will connect with. Regardless of your sexuality, regardless of your racial identity, regardless of your religion or whatever you are going through, you would find someone to bond with. Be it Bonnie, be it Frank, be it Asha, Michaela, Connor Walsh, or Oliver, or even Sam Keating or Annalise Keating. You would find someone to bond with, guys. Honestly, the series is actually awesome. I think it's one of the best things that have happened to me this year. Seeing art come to life. Actors are geniuses. Thank you guys for watching. Please let me know what you think as well. I am new to the experience. That's why I'm all giddy about it. Cheers, guys.
You're not trash. You're not cold. You're not a bitch. You're not ugly. You're not disgusting. You're not a slut. You're not dirty. You're not spoiled. You're not a monster. You deserve to be loved and touched and felt. You deserve to be free. I want out. I want out. Forgive yourself, Annalise. Forgive yourself, Annalise. Because I forgive you. 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 I forgive you.